After I ask permission, I strike out and I hit, "Dear Supreme Court of the United States of America." I'm asking permission. I'm asking the court. They will never hear this, but I'm asking the court. O ye nine, I bid thee to have a good day. I have something to say. I say, "'Tis but a word, I beg thee say today. O ye nine, that bathe in the shadow of the divine stay, may, I say may, I have my say. This day may we stay the hand of the oppressor that has me at the law and disorder that is rampant in thy land. Yes, stay me the insanity. May that I be allowed to direct my destiny. May, by thy leave, may that I be allowed to be what our God meant me to be. Free, a man, nay, a human, endowed with certain basic rights that ye nine ensure. Dear court, is to think my words will be read by any of you at this point is but my pain ye that guard the nine of the divine. 'Tis me, the meekest of the meek, of my God leak in this creation. 'Tis me, thy poor, thy wayward, thy nothingness of a man, a common man. Now enters reasoning. Now I told the court officer and said, "The court, you're not going to listen to me. You're not going to hear a darn thing I say." Even if I wrote a note to him, it wouldn't get to anybody. It'd get thrown in somebody's trash can. More than likely. But ain't none of those judges going to read it. Ain't none of those judges going to take the time to let me stand before them and argue the case that as long as my vote is not being counted, as long as you have this write-in piece of paper on here and you allow the states to subvert it, that's the same as Jim Crow law. That's why I dislike the Republicans, because Republicans believe or feel that people are too stupid to vote and that they try to suppress the vote rather than trying to open up the channel ways to get more people to get an understanding of what a democracy is about. They do not want a democracy. Republicans are about republic. They're about that first democracy that they had. You remember the one, was the Greek dudes that were going, one of them Greek places, or back in that time when they were having city-states and they had these democracies, but the thing about the democracy was only certain people were allowed to be in the club for democracy. The slaves weren't in, a certain class of people, they didn't have property, they excluded people. Just like, when they first wrote the Constitution here, there's a lot of people that were excluded from being part of this country. We have an exclusionary thing going on in their minds. Like I said, that 10% and 1% want to suppress you. So they've already found a way to suppress 100 million of y'all to stay at home and say, there's no use in me getting involved. However they done it perfectly. They got half of you out of the way. And the other half are sitting there fighting over the scraps. Well, in the meantime, we're going to hell in a handbasket. But anyway, that was me telling the Supreme Court, I know you ain't going to hear me, but I'm asking permission to say something. I like to speak to my country, but you won't let me speak to my country. Like I said, I won't get past this damn Richmond, Indiana. Because I can't even get in the newspaper, so I can't even get on the wires. And then they wonder why people go off. I mean, really seriously. They wonder why people, because you don't listen to them. You want people to listen to you, but you don't want to listen to the people. You're not listening to the people, stupid. You ain't figured that out? I can laugh about I'm dying like right now, you know. I won't be here when it happens. I don't know if I have a seat there, but see now there's me contemplating what's going on the other side, you know. I was thinking that maybe there's some seats up there in heaven where we just sit down and watch y'all act stupid, you know, as we try to figure out what we're going to do over there. But I don't think it's going to be like, I think we're going to keep on being busy like we're over here, trying to evolve to the various stages of an eternal life. Or do you think you're going to stay here on this earth forever? Now, I know we can stay here a long time. Now, we got the means to stay here a long time. I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying to hold on, y'all. I don't know. But anyway, that part there was about me talking to the Supreme Court. And then it says, now enters reasoning. Okay. We got some reasoning coming on here. My name is Jerome Keith Mitchell. And I am really a simple man, and being that I am an American, there are basic rights I may be thinking I have that I no longer have the right to. Say life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Life is God's gift. And then it ends there. So now what was going on here is I started this one way back, way before sometime here. And then I come back later on to conclude this intro. I come back later, back in 604, 06, 14, 05. So in 05, I start this anew to finish this up. So let's see what it says. It says here, anew. Oh, my pen, will you please begin to enter in, oh, my pen, again and again, oh, my sin, to mark again when there is no end, oh, my pen, but then and again. It is past time for something to begin. Be it our end, oh, my pen, oh, my hidden friend. Will it be thee in the end that will be of that wind that blow this my pen? May I begin? Remove my only sin? Anyway, as I try to conspire with my innermost fire, let me let my hand flow freely over the pages of my insanity and talk to thee about you and me and why we must all be free. Or will we ever be what we were destined to be, free to see the bee, the bottom line? And that was, I came back, I got mad and said, well, are you going to write anything else or you just going to stop right there? You started the book, I'm about 4 pages into it. And I had a writer's block, so I came out and challenged my pen to write. And after I challenged my pen to write, I go to this next page, which is a whole new section here. So let me review what we just went over. I asked permission to speak. You know, first thing I did is I tried to get God's attention. And 45 times I hollered out to him. And then I asked for some more permission. And then I asked the Supreme Court permission to talk to them and said they weren't going to listen to me. And then I brought reason into it and ran out of space. And at the end, I brought in my pen and asked my pen, are you going to do anything, pen? Well, let's see what the pen did in this book called The Books of Jerome Fire.